Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to look at Bitcoin and do some Elliott Wave analysis on why I think Bitcoin may be preparing an absolutely huge move to the upside from here that not many people are expecting, using previous fractals to our advantage that may just give us a clue as to where Bitcoin may be heading next. But if you haven't already, guys, smash this video a like. It really helps to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and of course, subscribe. Let's get into it. So for anybody who's been following the channel for quite a while, if you remember back to when we was making videos in November, we was analysing Bitcoin in relation to the highs up at 69,000, and we used that to our advantage to be able to pinpoint the bottom of Bitcoin, outlining the capitulation was probably not the bottom, it would be the weeks coming and the days after the capitulation candles that would provide the bottom for Bitcoin at around 15,500, just like what we got up at the highs, where we got a nice big bullish candle and then we went in to fill that wick, which was the high. So what I thought made sense was for us to have a look back at Bitcoin's high again and pinpoint where we are in the move to the upside as we was in the move to the downside. And all I've done is get the fractal from Bitcoin up at the highs and overlay it here for what you can see to be a really nice key level playing out here for Bitcoin, with you got the highs up at around these levels and the lows playing out at precisely the same levels. If you have a look at this fractal, it really is nice to see. And what we've got here is the exact same setup as what we had here for Bitcoin, in which case we was preparing a huge move to the downside, but now we would be preparing an absolutely massive move to the upside. And there is an Elliott Wave count that lines up with this precise fractal, and I'm going to go through why I think Bitcoin is probably heading to the upside, because I think that is max pain in the market. A lot of people are still waiting for lower prices. A lot of people are still expecting much lower and waiting to buy back in this range. What if Bitcoin doesn't provide this opportunity? Just like Bitcoin didn't provide much of an opportunity for people to get back out of the market at the highs. As you can see, this is the fractal we're talking about. It is the fractal from the Bitcoin high. All we've done is mirror it to the downside and overlay it and condense it down a little bit here to fit the current price action on Bitcoin. And you can see, if we stretch that out a little bit, it's precisely the same fractal as what we had back up here, which I find amazing, because if you think back into the market back in 2021, no one was expecting this big capitulation wick to the downside, which happened in a pretty much 1 or 2 days, and it was a crazy time in the market. People woke up and the price was $10,000 lower. What if people wake up one night and the Bitcoin price is $10,000 higher? Does it make sense in an Elliott Wave count? It does. Does it make sense in a liquidity count? It absolutely does, because imagine the stop losses above this level coming back to a key range in Bitcoin's history, which has been pivotal. If we stretch it out here, it's been pivotal for three and a half years. Why would Bitcoin not want to retest this area? I think it would, but I think many people right now are just in a bit of disbelief. So I think max pain in the market is absolutely to the upside. Leave the people wanting this range to be tested and leave these people behind, only for them to come in and buy the highs, and then we get a big deep correction from there. One thing that I found amazing here with this fractal to the upside is the Fibonacci retracement from the current swing high to the current swing low of the Fibonacci. Have a look at where that fractal goes. It's a simple 50% precise retracement back to these liquidity levels in the market. We get this all the time in markets. 50% retracements are not uncommon. They happen all the time, but I think because people are so used to price going down for 1.5 years, we get to a point in the market where we might be getting a nice 1-2 setup to the upside, providing a massive bullish setup with higher highs and higher lows. But people can't see it because people have been so used to price going down and down and down. And now people are in a phase where they're just expecting price to go further, and we've still got people calling for the the 10,000, the 12,000, like we had back here, and it's a great sign because we need these people to still be expecting lower prices. We want these people to be short in the market because that will provide the liquidity. Just like when people was long in the market up here and expecting higher prices, that provided the liquidity to the downside. And as we get the shorters in the market coming in after this small move to the upside, that will provide the liquidity for the higher moves to the upside, and a nice 50% retracement to the upside here. would make sense to me, and I think it would make sense to a lot of people if there was not drowned out in the noise of the market and the bearish sentiment. So we've covered fractals, we've covered Fibonacci's, we've covered market psychology and current sentiment in the market. Now what I want to do is just dive into some Elliott Wave counts, because if you guys can remember from our videos back in November, we was expecting a move to the upside that would catch everyone off guard, which it has already, but it would give no real chance for anybody to get back in the market. If you go back and watch my videos from in November, I was saying this move to the upside would really probably not give many people much chance to get back in the market. And as you can see, with this move to the upside, there really has been no big chances to get back in the market. And every single time that we've got the move down, people start celebrating, expecting lower prices. But at the minute, we've got higher highs and higher lows here for Bitcoin. Higher high, higher low, higher high, potential higher low here with a nice 1-2 setup. We'd be expecting a nice big third wave to the upside here with a nice 5 wave moves to finish back to a liquidity zone up at around the $30,000 to $40,000 zone, in which case then I would be expecting a nice pullback and then go for your final 5th wave here, and that would get us to our final extensions that we've been looking for since the lows at around $40,000 for Bitcoin. Obviously back then everyone was saying 12,000 next, 10,000 next, but we saw the opportunity and we outlined the Elliott Wave count here that would give really no chances for people to get back in the market, and I think that's just what we're in the middle of, guys. So of course it's not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor, but we've got a great setup here for Bitcoin. We've seen it in the past to the downside. Why not? Why can we not see it to the upside with really key Fibonacci retracements, liquidity levels, and market psychology being in the gutter, with people still being really bearish, expecting a massive move to the downside, or at least a nice retrace back into this range? What if we don't get that? What if Bitcoin just continues to the upside? That is why we positioned ourselves down here, and that is why we started taking some profits at the highs here, in which case we can benefit from both sides of the market, guys. So if anyone has been finding these videos useful, please give the video a like. It really helps. I know YouTube at the minute in crypto is really low and no one's really interested, but you can guarantee that people would be really interested again up here. So it's all about sticking around and sticking in it and waiting for the bad times to be over and selling in the good times. And that is my advice for the day. I'm going to head off and leave you guys to it. So if you did like this video, give it a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe. Cheers again, guys, and I will see you next time.